In the summer of 480 BC, the Persian king Xerxes I marched into Greece. He brought an invading army so massive that ancient historians claimed they drank entire rivers dry as they advanced. To survive, the Greeks had to stall the invasion here, Thermopylae, or the Hot Gates, a narrow plain squeezed between steep mountains and the sea. At its narrowest, the 50-foot gap completely negated the enemy's numerical advantage. The Greeks needed a human wall, disciplined enough to plug the gap and hold the line. Sparta sent one of its two kings, Leonidas, with a vanguard of 300 elite hoplite soldiers. They were deployed to this bottleneck because the Spartan state designed its male citizens from birth to operate with mechanical precision in close-quarters combat. At age 7, Spartan boys were taken from their families to begin the Agoge, a brutal, state-sponsored training program. For over a decade, they endured physical deprivation, rigorous combat drills, and severe discipline. The system drilled one absolute rule into their minds: retreat is not an option. As Spartan mothers told their sons marching off to war, you come back with your shield or on it, victory or death. To survive that binary outcome, they carried heavy bronze equipment known as a panoply. This weathered Corinthian helmet shows how the armor encased the head, maximizing physical protection while projecting a terrifying, featureless profile to the enemy. Their primary weapon was the doru, tipped with the heavy bronze blade pictured here. The spear measured up to 15 feet long and was counterbalanced by a spike at the base. For defense, they relied on the hoplon. This massive 17-pound circular wooden shield was faced with bronze. It featured an inner strap that allowed a warrior to manage the heavy weight on his forearm without dropping it. The extreme childhood conditioning and the specialized hardware served a single purpose: to strip away individuality and forge these men into a cohesive, unbreakable unit. That unit was the Phalanx. This ancient pottery painting illustrates exactly how it functioned. Each hoplite holds his large shield to cover his own left side and the right side of the man standing next to him, locking together into an overlapping wall of bronze. When the Persian light infantry crashed into this formation at Thermopylae, they encountered a solid interlocking front of bronze and wood. This top-down view shows the result. The dense Greek block seals the 50-foot gap, while the massive but loosely packed Persian swarm struggles to penetrate the line. The Persian troops were equipped for fighting on open plains. As this comparison shows, they carried lightweight wicker shields and short spears. They simply could not reach the Greeks past the lethal barrier of Spartan bronze and 15-foot spears. When the sheer weight of the Persian assault threatened to exhaust them, the Spartans executed a maneuver called a feigned retreat. The tightly packed heavy infantry would suddenly turn and run, pretending to flee in panic. The moment the disorganized Persians broke ranks to chase them down, the Spartans would pivot, snap back into their interlocking shield wall, and cut down the overextended enemy. For 2 full days, the strict geographical bottleneck, heavy bronze hardware, and absolute tactical discipline allowed a few thousand Greeks to halt the largest empire on Earth. The bottleneck held perfectly until a local Greek named Ephialtes betrayed the alliance. He revealed a hidden goat path over the mountains. This map shows how the Persian forces, including their elite immortals, used the route to bypass the Hot Gates and flank the Greek position from the rear. Realizing they were surrounded, Leonidas ordered the majority of the Greek forces to retreat and live to fight another day. He and his Spartans would remain behind to cover the escape. While Leonidas and his 300 Spartans are the names remembered today, the actual rearguard was significantly larger. Joining the Spartans were 700 Thespian volunteers and 400 Thebans, bringing the total force standing at the pass to roughly 1,400 men. Trapped on Kolonos Hill, the remaining Greeks fought until their spears shattered. They drew their short swords, and when those broke, they fought desperately with their bare hands and teeth until every last man was killed. Archaeological excavations at the site turned up thousands of these small, corroded bronze arrowheads. They offer physical proof that the Persians eventually refused to engage in close combat, choosing instead to finish the Greeks with massive volleys of arrows. The Greek rearguard was completely wiped out, but their calculated delay bought the rest of Greece the time they needed to prepare, eventually leading to a decisive victory at Salamis. This wed-stone plaque at the site carries their famous epitaph, "Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here, obedient to their laws, we lie."